Welcome back, guys, to another video. So in this video I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to Launchpad. This is going to be part 1 of a series I'm going to be doing, just teaching you how to make some Launchpad project files, how to Launchpad pretty much. So in this episode we're going to start off with how to sample. We're actually going to be using FL Studio because that's what I use to sample. Then once I sample it, I take them into Ableton and I make all the lights and I put the song on the Launchpad and all of that. So this is a really highly requested series. People always wanted to know, how do you Launchpad? Can you make a tutorial on how to Launchpad? So yeah, I'm going to be doing that now. We're going to start off in FL Studio. Let's get straight into this. Alright, so I'm on FL Studio here. So as I said, today's tutorial is going to be on FL Studio because that's where I do most of my sampling. And then afterwards, I take it and I put it into Ableton, put it on the Launchpad, and make all the light effects for it. So in today's episode, we're going to be doing the sampling, and then in the next episode I'm going to teach you how to put it on the Launchpad and how to get the Ableton file all set up and ready. So let's get straight into this. So in this tutorial I'm just going to use Zomboy's new song Invaders. It's an absolute killer. It's such a good song. Invaders. So all you're going to want to do is find your song and just drag it in here and just leave go. So drag and drop your song into track 1 and then it will just load, and then once it loads you can get started with sampling. Alright, so now once the song loads you're going to want to drag it there. So don't worry about everything, you'll understand everything. So first thing you got to do is see what you want to sample. So most of the time you're going to be sampling the whole song, but just for this tutorial I'm just going to be sampling the drop of the Zomboy song. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to find the drop. So as you can see by the waveform here, this sort of looks like where the drop is. So let's see if that's actually where the drop is. Just do this, and let's see if this is where the drop is actually. Invaders. So that actually is where the drop is. So I'm going to sample it to around here. So you're going to be sampling the whole song, but just for this tutorial, I am just going to be sampling this part of the song. So I'm just going to zoom in here. To zoom in, you just put your mouse over on this side and just pull like that. So first thing we're going to do is sample this part. Invaders. So Invaders. So we don't need this little blow of air at the start. All we want is Invaders. Obviously, if you're going to be sampling that, you're going to want that blow of air because you're going to be doing the whole song. But just for the means of this video, I'm just going to be doing Invaders. Invaders. So as you can see, it says Invaders. So so once you find where you want to cut and make a sample over there, you take your cut tool. First, you zoom in so you can get the exact spot. So I want to go until. So the drop starts right here, and that's where the vocal ends. So you're going to take this and try and make as clean as a cut as you can, and then remove this. As you can see, now this is one clip. Invaders. So we have Invaders, and after I'm going to show you how to export each clip separately. So now we have Invaders. So we want this part to be another sample. So you take that and you do that, and you take. So you find where you want to end the sample. You put your cursor there. Take the cut tool and just drag along the line and leave go, and there you go, you've made a cut. So now as you can see we have 2 cuts. So now we're going to want to cut this part, and this is just a process you want to keep on repeating. This is pretty much just how you sample. So once I am done sampling, I will show you what I've got. Also, some useful commands. Control Z is obviously to undo. Control Shift Z is to redo what you've done, and if you're on a Mac, Command Z or Command Shift Z for that. And if you want to move everything around, that would be this tool. That's just so you can move everything. And if you want to delete something, it's just right click with using this tool. So as you can see, it just deletes it. So now I will see you guys once I'm done sampling this, and I'll continue the tutorial from there. Invaders. Alright, so as you can see, everything is cut up, and this is what it sounds like now.
Invaders.
So now you have it sampled. Obviously, when you play it on the Launchpad, it's going to sound full and it's going to sound like the song. But this is what it looks like because as you cut up everything so that each of these clips will be assigned to a different key on the Launchpad. And once you play it, you're going to play it at normal speed. So it will sound with like the full song. It's not going to sound all cut up like this. Do not worry about it if you're worrying about that. This is just so we can cut up the clips so that we can put it on the Launchpad and have each clip assigned to a different button on the Launchpad. But don't worry, once you play it, it will sound like the full song. So now once you have all your clips cut out and ready to be exported, what you want to do is you want to take this little square tool right here, and you're going to want to make sure that you can highlight it from everywhere. Make sure you don't get another clip in it though, because then it will get messed up. So you can do it from here. See, that has a clip in it, so you can do it from here or from here. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you get the whole clip from the end all the way into the start, and you can't miss any of the start. So now what you're going to want to do is just make a folder on your desktop just so you can keep all these MP3 files in a good folder. Call it the song name. So I'm just going to call this one Zomboy for now. This is a Zomboy song. And then you're going to go back to FL Studio and you're going to take the clip, and to export the clip you're going to press Shift Control R, and that's going to export it as an MP3. Make sure you keep .mp3 at the end, and then name it what you want. So this is the first Vox of the song, so I'm just going to name it Vox. And then I'm going to click my desktop, find where I placed the folder, so it's Zomboy. So it's right there, double click, and click Save. All of these should be like mine, so mode, song selection, tail, cut remainder, MP3, resampling should be 512, HQ for all plugins, disable maximum polyphony, and alias free TS404 also should be enabled. Then all you're going to want to do is press Start. It's going to export, and then you're good. So that file is now in the folder as an MP3 file. So that clip that you just exported is good. You can now delete that by pressing this tool and then just right-clicking on it. Now drag the next clip all the way to the front of the timeline here. Take the square tool again. Make sure you highlight the whole part of the song. Press Shift Control R like you did before, and then name it again. I'm just going to name this one Intro. And then take it to your desktop or wherever you placed your folder for it. Double click your folder, and there you go. Now make sure you have .mp3 at the end, because then it will be an mp3 file. Press Save. Everything should already be the same as it was before. Press Start, and there you go. So you're just going to want to keep doing that for each clip. It is a long process, but in the long term, it is very fun and it is very rewarding, because it is always fun to make Launchpad project files. So this is going to be at the end for this tutorial. The next tutorial is going to be up tomorrow, and in that tutorial I'm going to be showing you is setting up the Ableton file and get all of your samples onto your Launchpad. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you've had any questions, either leave them in the comments down below or just message me on Twitter. My Twitter is BigMangoGaming. So if you had any questions, don't be afraid to ask them. Just leave them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them. And I hope this video helped all of you. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Part 2 will be up tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!